Hi everybody and welcome to this episode of the cast. In this episode I'm going to be unboxing the Gorn from the original series of Star Trek, my favorite Star Trek series, that and The Next Generation. But this one is the Funko Pop television Gorn Target exclusive. This is number 1143 out of the series that they have. So here's the top here with the Gorn peeking up with his segmented eyes here, with the Funko logo there, Pop television. Side view of him peeking through. Here's the back. And here's the other side with the full version of him. Okay, in the line here you have 1136. It's Captain Kirk sitting in the captain's chair. Next is Khan. Number 1137. 1138 is the Mirror Captain Kirk from the episode Mirror Mirror. Number 1139 is the Mirror Universe Mr. Spock with his evil goatee there. 1140 is the Mirror Universe Sulu, holding his dagger there. And number 1141 is the Mirror Universe Uhura, who actually isn't the Mirror Universe Uhura. She's actually the regular universe Uhura, who is in the Mirror Universe. I like this. I mean, looking at this line here, I like it because it looks interesting. I mean, it has a Star Trek look to it. I know a lot of pops, opening up all these pops, having all these pops, you'll have artwork from whatever movie or TV series that has to do with that character as a background. But I like this because it has kind of like a Star Trek-y look to it with the multiple windows in the monitor sort of thing, and it has the gray silvery line going down here. And I like this arrowhead Star Trek symbol here with the little accent in the middle there, right on the inside of it there. That's nice. So here's the bottom here if you wanted to pause that to look at whatever is on the bottom here. So let's take him out of the bottom here so we don't damage the top. And he does not look like initially that he has a disc here to stand on, but it looks like that he has a good footprint. Yeah, I'm all about the footprint, so there's his form-fitting plastic case there, and here he is. I always like the Gorn. I mean, it's one of these things where kids like dinosaurs, and so this is their way of having like a dinosaur species in the episode of the arena. There he is. Let's go around here. He has like the spikes going down the back of his head there. I didn't see the back of his head too much. I always knew that he had some nicely formed calves. He did have some nice calves there in that episode. But there he is. There, his head does move. It's not stuck. You can move him around if you want. Nice sharp teeth. Let's do a close-up of him. Nice silvery segmented eyes. That's one of his features that I always noticed that I like there. He had these silver eyes here that were segmented like a spider's eyes or like a bug's eyes. Not really what you expect a lizard to have, a reptile to have, but another thing I'm noticing, look at the texture. Nice texture there. Usually you don't see that on a pop. On the face, usually it's just a flat, flesh-colored face, but there's some nice bumps there, nice bumpalage. This snout there, and it's more of a independent. I guess I don't know what you want to call it. Not an independent, but more of an independently sculpted pop. It's not. He has a big head of a pop and small body of a pop, but this looks more Gorn than pop. But there's this reptilian, amphibian-like membranous ear there, in ear tympanum, if you want to get technical. But there's his spiky head there. I liked his teeth. Just going through the history of the Gorn, from what I know, being a Star Trek fan, I mean, this was the first. The arena in the early series, the original series, was the first appearance of the Gorn, when Kirk and the Gorn captain were beamed down to the planet and were meant to fight to the death. And I was kind of wondered, I mean, why did he have really light green colored elbows? Did they use their elbows so often enough that they got calloused? Almost looks like it's kind of like a person's knees, if they're on their knees all day or on their feet all day, they get like calluses. I did see online, I don't think I ever saw it because the series animated episodes weren't on TV all that often. I have to watch them either to stream them or my DVDs. I haven't gone through all my DVDs yet of the animated series, but They are in an episode of the animated series, so I have to check out what they look like there. But they came back in Enterprise, in the Mirror Universe episode of Enterprise. It was a computer-generated Gorn. He was okay. He did look, I mean, he was reptilian, obviously, but I thought he was a little too cartoony looking. Not sure if it was because of the technology that they had at the time, but I thought he looked too much like a dinosaur, not enough like a Gorn. Unless, of course, that was a different... I mean, not all species, not all members of the species look exactly the same, obviously, looking at humans, but maybe that was just a different race within that species of Gorn. Here is the Universal Translator from that episode. I always liked his gold-colored uniform there. Uh-oh, the Gorn don't wear underwear. Must be part Scottish. There's his gold uniform there with the orange and reddish blotches on it. I like his leathery gauntlets there. His fingerless gloves. They've always been kind of neat looking to me. He does have mottled color, mottled dark green there on his skin there, which is kind of nice. Nice details there. And I always like this obsidian colored spike that he had. The kind of obsidian volcanic spike that he was going to kill Kirk with before Kirk blasted him with his homemade cannon. But let's see what's on the bottom of his feet. Oh, he does have some toenails there. He does have individual toes there, and with some lighter colored toenails. Bottom of his feet say trademark CBS, copyright 2021, PPC for Paramount Pictures, and then it gives the Funko LLC and Funko website made in China right on the bottom there. Okay, so let's give the Gorn a spin on the turntable here. Just a few things I found online that were interesting about the Gorn. I always heard that there was an urban legend that the Gorn was played by Tom Selleck. That Tom Selleck of Magnum PI fame, that the Gorn was one of his first acting jobs in Hollywood. But it turns out that it was a stuntman named Bobby Clark, who played the Gorn in the costume that was designed by somebody by the name of Hua Chang. Another thing that I found that was interesting was that Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch and played Ruck, the robot, in one of the other episodes of Star Trek, What Are Little Girls Made Of? He did the voices. He did several voices on Star Trek. He did the voice of the Gorn, the hisses and the grunts, and the voice of the Gorn. And he also played the voice of Baylock from one of the first episodes of Star Trek. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that Tom Selleck was not the Gorn, and that Ted Cassidy, who did a lot of voiceover work in the 60s and 70s, he did the voice of the Gorn. But that's pretty much it for this episode of the cast. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching me unbox the Funko Pop version of Star Trek, the original series, Gorn character. Please like and subscribe. Go to archangelproductions.org, where you can watch more episodes of the Kaz and the mini Kaz, and you can get some pins and DVDs of movies that I made, both signed and unsigned. And make sure to follow my social medias, different social medias that I have in the description below. Thanks again for coming, and I'll see you later. Bye.